Hello, Squirrel. Hello, Junior. How are you two? Sorry about the delay. Was stuck in analysis paralysis mode after playing some more Final Fantasy 14 after getting my dishes done. So that's on me. You're doing okay? That's good to hear. And like to clarify, because I still technically have a little bit of expendable money, I was thinking of like buying a new game for this stream, but I do not know what to buy. So then I'm like, all right, well, what do I want to play that I own? And what can I do in 2 hours in these various games? And it's like, well, I want to play something familiar but different, but I don't want to play any of these games that are too familiar to me, because as you might realize based on that I own a lot of games that in 2 hours you maybe get past the tutorial. You went to work today, so you're good. Squirrel! Great. Gods, Xenoblade 3 might need less mechanics. Pile them on, I'm ready. Jesus Christ. I say that after all the shit I just experienced in Final Fantasy 14. Without spoiling anything, I saw something of a shitpost take about one of the infamous worlds in Final Fantasy 14, and hot damn, that fight's really intense. Trial. Like, Jesus. I have a friend that is going to hate that fight. It has almost all the mechanics of Xenoblade 1 and 2, and then some. You know that scene from The Emperor's New Groove where they're about to go over the waterfall? And Kuzco asks if there's sharp rocks at the bottom? And what's-his-face says, most likely? You know what his response was? Bring it on. I ain't afraid of mechanics. Bring them all on. But that's me, and I am, like, weirdly masochistic about that. Though admittedly, too many mechanics can be a bad thing. Depends, really. Right, I had fucking forgotten that I hadn't sorted my God's Forsaken inventory. Was I trying to upgrade something? I think I was I? Maybe it should be the highest level it can be. Oh. No, I need 9 wood. Wait a minute. Did I not do this already? Have I gone mad? The game has subtly told me there are more mechanics to come. Bring it on. The only thing missing from Xenoblade 1 is spoiler, and the same for Xenoblade 2. Ah. Okay, then. Where the fuck am I storing? Oh, right. These eyeballs go here. Stones go here. Meat. Goes in here. The flint goes in there. And you go in there. I have 20 deer heads. That is a lot of meat that I'm wasting. Okay, well, my map progress wasn't reset. Maybe I am losing my mind. Maybe this wasn't level 4 before. I mean, I remember that was part of what one of my outings was in the last time I streamed this. So, perhaps I am just a little bit crazy. Right, excursion run. Where do we go now? I mean, I think there's this landmass over here that I don't know about. To adventure! Sorry, I was a little too loud. To adventure. Now you're making your bathroom a sauna and living for it. Ah, I missed that. Hell yeah, squirrel. Clear those sinuses. Also, sweat out the bad shit. Don't crash into the bridge. Don't crash into the bridge. Don't crash into the bridge. And there we go. Oh yeah, so you may have heard. I beat my 4-job Fiesta run in Final Fantasy V. Very proud of that. It's like one of the first actual challenge runs I've managed to beat. You're very fortunate your bathroom is 99% tile. That'll hold in the heat and the steam pretty well. The fuck do you want? None of this, that's for sure. You know what? Change my mind. We're going this way. People make bathrooms that aren't tile? Well, I mean, the walls. Yes, apparently. Your upstairs bath is just painted. Yeah, that's the common trend that I've seen U.S. bathrooms be that aren't like public restrooms. Fucking weird. That and hardwood floors in bathrooms. That one's really, really weird. Justin with the surprise resubscribe tier 2 sub for the 26th month in a row, saying, new phone, who dis? This is Mona's Potion. Thank you for continuing to support Mona's Potion. I hope you continue to enjoy those emotes. And how is you, Justin? With the tubs around. Oh, gee. That's fun. Well, this looks unexciting and like it is mostly meadows. Well, that is a weird rock formation. I want to know why the fuck that's there. Probably just RNG generated, but still. Ooh, there's a runestone over there. I can mark that on a map. You'd like a giant wet bath? You're good. Having fun setting up a new phone. Heck yeah. Birthday gift to myself. Heck yeah. My current phone has another year before, like, my carrier would be all like, hey, you paid off your phone. You want a free upgrade? Or whatever the fuck they usually do. Ooh, what this? What this runestone? Give thanks to Wow, it's just a basic bitch Frey runestone. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You almost swim to the other island. Seriously. I was like 4 years past the free upgrade. Fair enough. At the moment, I don't see a need to upgrade, and even if I did, don't know why I would, honestly. Like, my phone's been running fine. I don't tend to load it with a bunch of apps. The only unused apps on it really are the one gacha game I have on it, which is Arknights, that I do want to get back into playing because I don't play enough tower defense games. Reminds me, my friend gifted me a online multiplayer tower defense game that I could do with learning a little bit more of. And a free-to-play Mahjong game that I think is by the same devs. as Arc Knights. Oh, for fuck. Will you stop breaking my boat? Fucking assholes, man. Get the hell away from my boat. The fuck you playing at? Ooh. Ooh, it looks like they did something of a number on it. No, it's tasty. You are neither a beaver nor are you a, like, woodlouse, so get the fuck off my boat. Honestly, it looks like it took some sincere damage that should be fixed. Oh, yeah, it did. Well, I broke that tree. Waste not, want not, right? What the hell are you looking at? I'm minding my business here, and y'all are just spawning in trying to kill me already. The hell did I do? Giant snail shower. What is a giant snail shower? That kind of sounds neat. Like the tubs. The tubs I think I understand. But a giant snail shower. First time I've heard of it. Right, so that little patch is Black Forest. But my million-dollar question to that landmass is there more, or is that just it? Because we're currently burrow hunting. Snail showers are like a spiral entrance, and they step down usually. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'd have to look at it to know precisely what that means. And, of course, it's going to rain. Why wouldn't it? I just want adventure, man! In other news, I have learned of the wonders that are the Leshy in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Like, apparently that is a thing. And it's kind of a neat thing. Though, an ancestry like that does throw a wrench in the technical playable heritage archetype of I am half X. Because I don't think you can be half Leshy. That would be interesting. Gunvolt 3 might be more accurately called Gunvolt X from what I've seen. In other words, it is definitely mostly like Mega Man X. Because I think the other Gunvolt games were mostly like Mega Man 0, if I remember rightly. Like, that was what they were spiritually succeeding. Minus the melee combat. I want that game. I also want the Shantae games. I also want, like, a bunch of strategy RPGs. I also want, like, that Cult of the Lamb game. That seems neat. There's too many games I want. Or it's going forward with a bunch in time and leaving a huge gap in the timeline. But you still play as Gunvolt. So unless that huge gap is like 100+ years and Gunvolt is still somehow alive, I'm not quite sure it fits the Gunvolt X description yet. Kinda. What the fuck? You kind of play as Gunvolt. I understand there's a new protagonist character, but unless this protagonist character summons his spirit, which that would be weird, then what the fladoodle is going on in this game, huh? Also, this river is, like, really fucking narrow, and I'm afraid I'm gonna, like, hit the wall or something. You are wet. Story of my life in the rain. Story of my fucking life. Who wants to find some black forest, man? Can't a guy find some black forest? It also leads a myriad of questions now that I think about it about Copen. I don't know if he's in the game, but if he is, then what the fuck is his deal? Did he find the solution to immortality? He's probably not in the game if it's like a certain level of time skip. Dude probably ended up getting killed by somebody with a Septima. It's at least a 100-year time skip. Well, then Gunvolt is most definitely dead, and if he's not dead, I call shenanigans. Copen is also definitely dead. And if he's not dead, well, that dude invents robots, so I'm still gonna call shenanigans, but they're more reasonable shenanigans. Also, I imagine that the 2 standalone, or was it 3 standalone Copen games, are not required playing in order to understand the plot of Azure Striker Gunvolt 3. This just connects back to the land that I've explored so far. Oh no, they are not required. Good. I thought they wouldn't be required, but, you know, you can never really be too sure. What with fucking Kingdom Hearts? I'm not gonna let Nomura live that down. I am not gonna let Nomura live that down. Or Final Fantasy VII to an extent. Weirdly, Advent Children is optional if you play Dirge of Cerberus. I'm gonna say that. Oh. Son of a bitch. It does not help the visibility is like shitty as can be, right? I am currently rotating on land, darn I. That is indeed the case. How the fuck did I manage this? I can't wait for Rebirth or whatever to make Advent Children mandatory lore. It's probably not going to. I don't know how it will, but I bet it would. I doubt it will. Advent Children on the best of days isn't even that fucking required for any of the Final Fantasy VII lore. Shit's almost non-canon with how kind of nonsensical that plot was. He says, but then he is also reminded that the trio boss before the final boss in Final Fantasy VII Remake are technically from Advent Children. Nomura? Nomura, Square Enix executives would like words with you. God, I wish I was a fucking Square Enix executive. Wait, no, I don't. That is too much responsibility. I'm hoping this is going to lead into a lot more Black Forest that I can explore. Though probably not at night. I'll stay on / in the boat until dawn if I have to. It is dark, it is stormy, and I cannot see jack shit. And I'm pretty sure you guys can't either. Rain, are you gonna clear up yet? Nah, it's making the money. Squirrel, unfortunately, has the right of it. Oh, shit. Weather's getting a little choppy, eh? Or rather, the water. Holy fuck. Well, good thing I'm not on a raft. Also, land hard enough in the water, your boat will take damage. Can we give Falcom Daddy Enix money? Maybe? Open ocean and a tiny clipper might not be the best thing. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. We'll be fine. No, wait. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm like, did I just fucking reach the end of the world? No, the rain cleared up. That's what was happening. Oh, open ocean in the middle of a rainstorm, Gendra, lest you forget. I definitely see an island over there that looks like it's got Black Forest, so let's head that way. Other than that, I don't see anything. Falcom really needs to get more than 2 things going for that. Trails and Yeast can carry everything. Yeah, if you want to pigeonhole your entire company. See how well that did for Nipponichi Software around 2009. Yeah, this guy wasn't terribly popular around that time, was it? They eventually had to branch out and do other shit. And then Disgaea caught on like hotcakes. You are dry again. Well, I'd fucking hope so. Ow! Don't you dare fucking hurt my boat! You assholes. Alright. We know where the carver is. We are now in very much unknown land, or at least unknown territory. That's a brute, and a big one at that. I don't think I've seen a brute that big before. Oh, no, wait, that's just a basic bitch brute. Never mind. Ow. Lyra just tanked his attack. I'm all like, that all you got? Well, hopefully this unexplored territory will provide some much needed discovery for some necessary resources. Yeah, blueberries don't hurt. This better not just be like a tiny ass island. I will riot. This guy in the strategy stuff did well for the first bit. Then they oversaturated the market and crashed themselves out. And now they're still kind of reeling from that. That is 2 brutes and a bunch of dwarves. Ow. Honestly, if I were those Grey Dwarves, I'd fucking run right about now. Ow. Stamina recharge. Anybody here? That is a no. That? Huh. I realized that that could be dropped by, Grey Dwarf brutes. Oh, God. This is definitely getting to a point where I might want to consider upgrading some of my gear before really venturing into these woods. Possibly. That's troll. I just spotted that troll. Probably means there's a troll cave nearby. Valuables? Don't mind if I do. At some point, I'm gonna have to, like, attempt to fight a troll, but I'd preferably do that with one from, like, the mainland. Oh, don't you fucking turn into meadow on me. Yeah, damn it. There's just a random-ass torch in this chest. What? Say no, I guess. That is terribly frustrating. You're on the hunt for Black Forest so you can go find, like, burrows and stuff, and instead you find Black Forests that are so tiny that there was no conceivable chance that a burrow would spawn in there. But then you see a troll through the fog, and you're like, well, there's a troll cave, I guess. How aggravating. How utterly aggravating. And no, the forest does not continue to expand in this direction. At least not majorly. There is another tower, though. Bleh. Up yours, bird! Terribly frustrating, really. Like if it were a lighthouse or something. But yeah, see, the forest just kind of suddenly ends. Well, shit. Back to the carver, then. Like, I don't mind exploring all these other, like, lands and such, but, oh. I have something of a goal in mind. Ah, good. More blueberries. Part of a balanced diet. Eating blueberries alongside your deer and, your boar meats. Oh, okay. I'm like, why can't I pick that up? At least mark that there's tin here, so that way not all is in vain. They don't... There's the troll. Should be no bother. You? We're a little wedged on the shore, but... Oh, there we go. We're going to sail around this island and see if there's any more Black Forest that I can explore. Otherwise, we are probably just going to have to move on. I mean, my inventory is full of loot. Some of it less valuable than others, but... Loot? No, not loot, like the instrument. Loot as in, like, the gold and the amber and... I guess that's about it that's actually valuable. Hello, Nox. How is you? And I was frightened. I was like heading off to the end of the world, and it's like, dude, I haven't even moved from the middle. We are fine, dude. Oops. That's what I get for clicking back in. I kind of wish this had the end of the world that existed in Norse mythology. What, pray tell, is that? Unless you mean Ragnarok. I would not be surprised if you could just get to this island from there, and that's largely, by and large, connected. Trying to figure out if you want to keep playing modded New Vegas or just wait for D&D. Depends, I suppose. The giant world serpent encircling the ocean, eating any ships that were foolish enough to come near. Oh. Well, that would be terrifying. So hopeful for tomorrow, but you're ready to be let down. I presume then something is going on tomorrow. The fuck did I just discover? Mount Fuji? And again, one of these stone circle formations. What the fuck is up with that? That's significant somehow. Student loan forgiveness announcement. Oh, yeah. For God's sakes, Ocean, what the hell? I don't know if that's related to the 10 grand number I've seen passed around a couple of news articles, but if that is what that announcement is entailing... Yeah, for me, that's like half my loan, but I know for a lot of other people, that's like fucking pennies. So, it's a start, but I kind of am expecting more. Not for me, but for other people. Should be 25,000. Frankly, it should be all of it. It has gotten so out of hand that, like, there are people that literally cannot manage their finances because of the loans, even though they have jobs that they got through with their degree. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I'll take some for now, but I am disappointed that, like, for me, it means a lot, and to somebody else, it literally means, oh, that's like, that covers the interest. Neat. See, for every 100 of student loan debt, it is costing $9 to service it monthly. Oh, so it's also a giant money sink for the people managing the loans, huh? And we want to keep these people in debt. Why again? If it's costing us so much fucking money? Really, we need to put some screws on the colleges to make them stop being so aggressive. The shore is seeming less and less good. I mean, you're correct overall, Jindra. I have my own biases as to why colleges are so fucking hell-bent on taking everything, including grandma's ashes, from a person, as far as their costs are concerned. But, my biases also kind of lean into the, mild hatred of sports. Like, I don't hate sports, but I definitely hate college sports. Colleges need to come down on their tuition. Everything corporate is trying that. Trying what? What? I feel like I'm missing context. And this is why I want to be a jack of all trades. I mean, jack of all trades, master of none, but better to be than a master of one. Oh, wow. Those skeletons do not like those deer. Good. A burrow. Wonderful. One moment. Gotta deal with this shit. With the axe, you... One moment. I'll deal with you in a moment, Mr. Skellington. Take everything you own up to your grandma's ashes and your kids' future wages. Oh, right. Okay, fair. It's really fucking scummy. Student loans aren't helping when they keep going up and up by triple or quadruple this loan allowances. Yeah, no fucking kidding. We're rapidly sliding back to the 1880s in terms of corporate greed. And it basically, that's basically because, have we learned nothing? Have we learned nothing from our past? Probably not. Definitely not. Something needs to change. Something's got to give. Something's going to break. And when it does, oh boy, there's going to be hell to pay and shit will hit the fan. Oh yeah, it's going to be ugly. Hello? You have this handy torch. Care, don't care, don't care. Do you know in the 1880s there were people who basically owned all the police in a state? That is not okay. Also, I need to break that. That is definitely a situation of talk about fucked up. Holy shit, this room is valuable. Holy shit, this room is valuable. That gives me a location for the next boss. We're the only first world country that doesn't offer free or almost free post-secondary education. We're also the only one who doesn't offer some universal health care. Yep. And many an American... I say this aloud, but realize how insane the statement is as I'm saying it. Many an American seemingly wonder why so many other Americans are all like, you know, I don't want to live in this country anymore. And then would saddle their workers with debt at a rate of 3 to 5 years of work for the family per year. Debt that was legally inheritable. God, no, 1880s corporate greed is something else. And the fact that we are getting to similar, if not exact same levels of that again. It makes me question my faith in humanity. I'm very fortunate you got out of college with 16K in debt. I'd have to double check, but I'm like somewhere in the ballpark of 20-something thousand. Combination of university and community college. 2 community colleges at that. I have never seen that skeleton enemy before. Rancid remains? Excuse you? Oh, fuck off. Throw the wood away. So at 10, cool, but would love to see more help to more people. Absolutely, and that's my primary concern, personally. Is, like, the betterment for more than just myself. Screw this idea of, like, I got mine, fuck all y'all. I want it to be, we got ours. Now we can all be happy. And also expect to extend the payment pause. Look, if he does that, I'm not going to complain either. Because, like, admittedly, thankfully, with my new job and everything, I'm over here, like, I'm ready to start paying that back and stuff. Don't need those rocks, then. And, okay, that one we already have. But it starts to get to a point where, like, the longer you just kind of delay that, the more people are just gonna be all like, well, then why the fuck don't you just cancel it all together? Oh, if you can cancel 10K, what's stopping you from canceling the rest of it? And at that point, my honest to God answer, with a lot of bias, because y'all know me at this point, is Republicans. But that's like my default heavily biased answer, and for all I know, politically, it might be more complicated than that, but in all likelihood, I'm not mincing words, nor am I oversimplifying it. Still make payments, and it goes to pure principle, which is awesome. You're a moderate conservative. Oh, fair enough. I'm doing my best to get better about, like, not purely judging a person by their political affiliation. That's really hard when so many loud-ass Republicans have pledged their undying fealty to one jack-off of an orange smurf. And I say those words with nary a hint of irony. Or, like, nary a hint of sarcasm. But we don't come here to talk politics, now do we? Come on, Carver. Come on. Ooh. You also believe in women's choice? Hell yeah. Believe in forgiving student loans? Hell yeah. I believe in closing wealth gaps, so hell yeah, hence moderate. Yeah, this is part of the whole, like, I usually don't discuss politics, and that is largely because, like, I'm hearing this, I'm all like, then what the hell makes you moderate? It's stuff that I don't know about, by and large. Yes. Indeed. Politics is a monstrosity of a subject. If only we were... And by we, I mean America. We're more... No, oh, student loan forgiveness is a complicated mess. I really wouldn't know myself, but it really shouldn't be that complicated of a mess. Granted, I also expect that it's not as simple as you flip a switch and everything's forgiven, but at the same time, like, isn't it though? If a person graduated with $200,000 in debt, how much of that was actually for school? Does it matter is the $1 million question. Like, they still used, by and large, all of that to go to school successfully. Believe people should own property. All right, should be kept to people, not the government. Believe in a lower business tax so that we can boost employment and our world economic standing. Okay, I see. I see where the moderate comes in. All right, those are actually like discussion points too. Stuff that I know nary about, so. User scrolls that the effective business rate in the USA is somewhere between 5% and 0.5%. You functionally can't get lower. What little I do know about like business taxes is that Amazon didn't pay nothing. That's about all I know about business taxes. Oh, negative 5%. Oh, so kickbacks. And technically, we functionally could get lower. It's just they get paid more. Is what that turns into. But any whoozle, like, again, these are conversation topics that I know very little about and is very difficult to moderate outside of, you know, be civil or you will receive my wrath. So to that ends, further discussions I encourage possibly in a private affair. Just mostly because, like, I'm literally over here like, I want to learn, but I also want everyone to feel welcome and not have arguments in the chat. As I have been subtly trying to steer the conversation to talk around politics instead of about politics, although this is more about the economy, which that I understand even less. Like, ultimately, like, Mana's Potion is a place where everyone is supposed to feel welcome, provided that the people that are welcome also allow other people to be welcome. The second that they stop letting people feel welcome is the second that I start getting upset and start having to dish out bans. Which is also why this is an LGBTQIA plus friendly stream. Because, like, you can't welcome everyone if you don't also welcome, you know, everyone. And the point that I was going to make is that here in America, at least, shit's gotten to a point where it's very difficult to talk about politics because everyone, well, politics, the economy, religion to some extent, because everyone's got an opinion of one such or another. They're very open to sharing it, regardless of the feelings of the people that they're talking to. I tend to listen more than I speak out, mostly because of my lack of confidence in understanding of politics and economy. But even then, sometimes I do comment, and sometimes I do try to discuss, and every time I usually kind of fuck it all up. So, yeah, that's kind of why my stance is largely like, here, leave it behind. Unless it is crucial we talk about it, or crucial that it's brought up, like the 10,000 loan thing. Because that, like, I feel confident to comment on it to an extent, but I'm not confident to discuss or debate it, really. People on the edges have gotten very aggressive about pushing their ideas that, not untrue. Speaking as someone who is very liberal leaning, like, I agree with, like, the very aggressive liberal people pushing the stuff there, but at the same time, I'm also like, but could you chill? Just a skosh? You're scaring everybody away that wants to also agree with you. Then on the whole other opposite end, I kind of want to punch a very loudmouth Republican in the nose, or conservative rather. Really, to me. Anyway. But yeah, politics, there's a lot going on there, and if my dad were in the chat, God, would he let you know his opinions. Every time I go over to my parents' house, and if I ever bring up politics, I quickly regret it. He is very outspoken about his thoughts, and sometimes I wonder with some of the things that come out of his mouth if he's not also a bit of an extremist leftist. And it's like, Dad, you were like 50-some years old, and you're talking like really extremely here. Well, bottom line, politics, we really gotta get our shit together about just talking about it. And, like, I don't know what percentage of a conversation is actually this, but a good chunk of conversing is listening. And I feel like there's something of a failure there. Now, granted, if the politics discussion goes into human rights, that's not a discussion. That there is a clear line there. Either people have rights or they don't, and if you say that they shouldn't have rights, then go fuck yourself. One day I'll tell you how darn adamant I am about accepting people, and almost 15 years ago, before I knew a lot about the LGBTQIA culture, you pissed your whole family off. Oh, that would be a fun story, I'm sure. Would this lead me back home? Maybe. It's probably going to go around the landmass, I would hope. Not that I can tell. It's fucking dark. I can dream, Harold. Shit, almost 20 years ago. Damn, back when that was just starting to be a burgeoning conversation at all, to my understanding. Which is a real fucking disappointment here in America. Oh god, yeah, and that was back in the day when people are all like, man, I liked it when things were more clearly defined and men had proper role models, and like I look at Metallica and I'm like, yeah, where toxic masculinity wasn't present in metal music because, good God, have you seen some of those people? That was always a thing. But that is a wholly different discussion. Yeah, just as I expected and thought, that is indeed, well, not exactly attached to the mainland, but may as well be. You can access it easily enough. I refuse to confirm from my church because they wanted me to publicly say I didn't believe in gay marriage. I wouldn't and haven't stepped foot in the church since. Fucking good on you, squirrel. That still fucking baffles me that people want to meddle in that sort of business too. Like, why the fuck do you care? Outside of whatever book you happen to ascribe to says. Also, if we want to talk in terms of the stereotypical religion that brings that up, Christianity, who fucking gave you the right to judge other people's souls? Isn't that the big man upstairs' job? The fuck are you doing? Why do you care? Let him sort it out. You pissed your whole family off, just marriage, and let everyone get the tax breaks and benefits. Exactly! Who fucking cares? That's from a logical standpoint. So this is Power Week, we got a new Ranger reveal. Neat! News to me. Also, hello Daybreak, how is you? Came in at a weird time. Three people are already fucked the divorce rate. Everyone can join the fun. That is a pessimistic way to look at it, but sure. Granted, you're also not wrong. We're almost home. I'm taking a less direct path, mostly to fill out a little bit more of the map. Oh, and that's finished, so I can tick that off. But we got enough Surtling cores that I could absolutely make a portal somewhere. And use that like a forward base of operations. If I'm going to do that, I think I should do it near the Elder. Yeah, your grandma didn't speak to you till you were like, till she was like 90. Hey, she was missing out. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. I can understand to a point about holding a grudge like that, but I am somebody that like gives people the cold shoulder for at least a few weeks before I eventually like warm up, and I'm like, all right, I was being petty or whatever. So, bold of her to let that last for years on end. We got a Lightning Collection figure of the Crimson Hawk Ranger, aka Ryu from Street Fighter as a Power Ranger. When the fuck did Ryu become a Power Ranger? What? Or is that like the same voice actor? I presume it's the same voice actor. Or even, like, possible same body. Well, they're the body actor who is tied to the voice of Ryu. In the recent fighting game. Oh. When did the Power Rangers fighting game get a partner with fucking Street Fighter? That's rad. Both Ryu and Chun-Li did. That's fucking rad. I don't know many Power Rangers that can throw a Hadouken. Or Hadouken. It was during a game with a mobile game and a console video game. So that is incredible. It's more than you think. That is terrifying. Alright, we are homeward bound. Oh, Jesus, that's... Okay, that's kind of... Ow! I punched my boat! Sorry, I was all tabbed. Rocks ahead! We'll all be dead. Sony came out with a new Pro controller called the DualShock Edge. Mappable buttons, swappable caps, etc. Wait, they just now realize that people want to remap their buttons on a fucking controller? Sony! Sony! Fucking behind on the times, which is surprising considering how high-tech your consoles tend to be. A boat punch! Like the lamest super move. Boat punch! Then a pic of the Ranger fig in Discord. I seen it. That is very cool. Helmet is cool, but the main color is beige. I mean, that is Ryu's like main color. So that checks. Most games will let you do that for a long time, but on console, it's surprisingly fewer than you think. I think the lamest super move name was Normal Punch. Then again, given who uses it, is that One Punch Man? Does One Punch Man use that ability? It sounds like One Punch Man uses that special move. I'm gonna fix my shit and then... Yep! Why am I not surprised? I'm actually going to see about moving some of, and by some of, I mean most of my shit that is related to forging. Sardines! For a half second, I forgot I made that an alert. Squirrel with the 200 bits saying sardines! Because I forgot I made that an alert. Thank you, Squirrel. I appreciate it. They promoted the crossover event with live-action short that had Jason David Frank and the actress for Gokaiger mashup season. Used to call it by its proper US name because it sucks. Oh no. That's never good. Man, my valuables chest is fucking full, dude. And I've never gotten... Oh, no, I've gotten amber pearls before. Once I figured out what the fuck that alert was like, I was like, oh, yeah, I did do that. That is one of the worst pair of seasons. Oh, the Gokaiger mashup season. See. Aha. Stash away all the heavy stuff. Can coal be transported? Absolutely. It's the metal that can't, so it's going to be the metal that I have to bring with me. Technically 2 seasons. Technically schmectically. One team, though. Silly Nickelodeon rules. I'm sorry? What? You made me a little bit confused. What the fuck does Nickelodeon have to do with this? A bird's flying through my house. Sorry, the Dual Sense Edge. Okay, so it's a PlayStation 5 controller. And it probably only costs you an arm and a foot. They haphazardly mashed together 2 unrelated Super Sentai shows to promote the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers. Oops. Alright, I am going to want my hoe. I need to make sure I know what goes into making a gateway. Needs 10 Great Orph Eyes, 20 Fine Wood, 2 Surtling Cores, and a Workbench. Well, it's honestly a good thing I've been hoarding those, huh? And then Fine Wood would come from, like, beech wood and stuff. Or not beech wood, birch trees. I'm also hoping and expecting that this boss will be in, like, the Black Forest, so there will be plenty of opportunity to find, like, metals and stuff. At the time, Nick bought the rights to air Power Rangers. So Nickelodeon has season rules, which state that a season has to be 22 episodes long, with seasonal specials. The issue is that's generally too short for one Sentai season adaptation, but double is pushing too long. Gokaiger, though, was also the 25th anniversary Super Sentai season. Ah. So the plot thickens. Alright, we are going to prep for a journey to get to close. Not next to, because that would be silly. Close to this boss stone. Then I have to figure out what the hell it needs in order for me to activate it. Some strawberries. Because these are just available. I was going to say, we should at least have the 20 fine wood that I need for here. Gokaiger was an angel-themed team, but Gokaiger was built around a pirate theme Its main gimmick was to have their team transform into past teams, and Nick just mashed them together. That feels highly irresponsible. It's almost like they turned into 4Kids. Did 4Kids buy out Nickelodeon? Also, Nickelodeon production staff continually ham-handling the show down with moral of the week blunt enough for a 2-year-old to get it. You know, retrospectively, I'm glad I grew up with Cartoon Network. Not that it was much better a lot of the times, but I'm glad I grew up with Cartoon Network. But then again, Toonami also introduced me to anime, so there's some give and then there's some take. He says as if, like, anime is necessarily a bad thing. It's not, but boy, howdy, have there been stinkers. Like when bloody Disney allowed them to be more mature about stuff. At that point, you definitely done fucked up. So, fair point. Wherever I end up setting up this forward base, like I have to bring the metal with me. Like, once I get shit set up enough where it's defended, and like I don't have to worry about enemies breathing down my neck whenever I'm at the base, then like I'll take the boat back. Disney Kids, to be more specific. Oh my Jesus. Nickelodeon, how the fuck did you screw up that badly? Fuck, okay. First things first. Place. Set the tag. Elder. Hello, Hugin. Portals are great for fast travel between different parts of the world. Of course, you need to build one on the other end as well. Then give the pair the same name and they'll be automatically connected. Thank you, Hugin. So yeah, we got that set up. It's probably just going to be more beneficial to take both of those. Set up whatever it is I want and need on the other side as well, but I am going to be carrying a lot of weight at this rate. Oh yeah, to the point where it's not even letting me carry anything else at the moment. Okay, let's put the wood away at the very least so I can pick up the rest of this. The coal I don't have to bring with me, so I'm not worried about the coal. How heavy are these Surtling stones? 5 pounds of pop? Damn. Mashup for season. You need a forensic media analyst to figure that out. The mashup season relied heavily on the Sentai footage and had the actors who dubbed the Sentai footage to constantly talk during the fighting. The more I hear, the less I'm like, Nickelodeon, what the hell? Oh, that's because there were 5 Surtling cores. Ooh. And the rest of the producers constantly making calls back to the early Saban era. So shit that kids just wouldn't understand, basically, is what I'm hearing there. We do want at least carry 2 of these with us, so that way we can get that over there. Drop that off. We don't need that, but we were going to have to carry a good deal of weight with us. And they had a shitty mentor who just gave the power-ups like candy on Halloween. I'm hard-pressed to find a neighborhood that gives out that much candy. True. The Nick era is utter trash. Like, Samurai is probably the best of the seasons. I know Charge was good, though. I'm over here, like, just smile and nod, Mana. Whatever they're talking about, it's riveting. Even if I literally have no idea what's going on. Other than Nickelodeon bad. Lessen the load at least a little bit. We're going to want that to build to the other side. We want at least the 20 fine wood to build on the other side. Just double check as well. Oh, well, I can also make a wood dragon adornment. 20 and 5, I'm pretty sure. And I'm also going to need that, but I want to leave it alone for the moment. At least until I know I'm ready to shove off and start traveling towards the boss. This is definitely not going to be a 30-minute journey. But it would be a start. That's the wall. Once we get a portal and stuff set up over there, everything should be good. I think I'm gonna have to leave the stone behind. Well, while I transport this to the boat, because the boat does have its own chest, and it's raining. Not very big storage, but big enough, really. What's the heaviest thing I've got? That's 50 pounds. That's 54 pounds. I believe that decides it then. Alright, boat's got all it can carry. Back to that season. To make matters worse, the Gokaiger suits were used as super modes. They include the teams that came before Mighty Morphin the Sentai counterpart. This sounds very confusing and also very blasphemous at the same time. How the fuck did they manage that? I'm thinking if I can get my hands on another 3 Surtling cores, I can set up back here another forge situation, but damn would that be. They said the pre-Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team as Rangers never seen on Earth. So it sounds like it fucks with the canon. Based on that response. Teams, plural. Again, it sounds like it fucks with the canon, based on that response. Nope, there is no way I can hold that much. I have to carry the rest of this with me. And I've by and large got all the tools that I can use for this journey. Cannon really shouldn't have been hard pushed. Unless you mean like a cannon firing cannonballs. I do believe it is a single end for cannon. Check we got what we need. This boat breaks in the middle of the ocean. I'm losing that, by the way. The thing that's hurting the newest seasons the most is wanting to tie together all the cannons. Why are they doing that? fucking stop before you crash into the bridge. Come on now. Including the 3 or so comic lines. It's just a headache. Like, the Sonic comic, like, canon is different from the game canon. Shit, man, I don't need to know all the Archie lore just to figure out what the fuck's going on in the video games. Good question. Does not seem like they have a very good answer themselves. Get around the sandbar, and then we will start going northeast. We've got a ways to go, so it's gonna be a hot minute. Super Sentai and Kamen Rider figured out every time they tried to do connected world that it really doesn't work past 2 years. Yeah, because either the fans move on and grow out of it, or... like, fuck, dude. Nobody gives a shit. They just want to see, like, cool-looking martial arts tricks doing shit, and they don't want to worry too much about a canon. I don't know. I don't know what general audiences think. Do I look like general audience? If you answered yes, I mean, you're right, but also... like, how rude? Seems like I'm going to clip pretty close to that. So I should see something of it on the map. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to cross close enough to that. I'm going to have to navigate up through there, and if it turns out that that's like... if that boss area is in the middle of land, I'm going to have to build my way up to there. Like, a good preference would be to set up a base in Meadow, because Meadow has, like, the least hostile spawns. But if I have to, I will set it up in Black Forest. I have the axe I need to cut down the appropriate wood, and I do have everything I need to set up something of a basic base. Just at this juncture, I am also going to have to worry about walls for once. Which is something my current base doesn't have, and something I desperately should give it. Okay, slow down while we pass what is effectively a reef, even though it's just a bunch of rocks. I don't want to crash. Would it be beneficial? No, I don't believe it'd be beneficial. Well, it might be, actually. I'm gonna pull stupid and see if cutting through this river will do us any good. Slow her down just a little bit. That's rock. The mentor, oh, the mentor. According to him, He is Zordon's apprentice. Jesus fuck, how the hell was I supposed to navigate through that? Very carefully, obviously, but damn, dude. I am absolutely going to have to fix this once we make landfall. Zordon being the head and the tube guy. I remember Zordon from the first Power Rangers show. We only awakened in the mashup season because Earth was facing a great threat. Where the fuck were you during the other attacks, right? Mr. Gosei. He was watching. Yeah, he had popcorn and everything. He only judged the current threat to be worth intervening. What an asshole! That's what I gotta say to that. Oh yeah, based on the appearance of my boat right now, it absolutely needs to be fixed. Try to go, I can attempt to go a little bit faster, but I am concerned. Oh, nobody cares about you necks. If anything, you better move. I might run you over in a boat. I was kidding. I was kidding. I ran over a neck. What the fuck, man? And the Red Ranger's acting would make Tommy Wiseau say, get better at acting. Fuck, the first Red Ranger? Damn, dude. Or is that somebody else and I am not accurate in the slightest? Oh, fuck me. How am I gonna get past that? Shit. There's something of a natural dam right there. Going to suck, but I can see if I can ride over the sandbank. Nope. The reason he didn't give out the Gokaiger powers until the second half was that he wanted to keep them in reserve so the enemy couldn't adapt or plan to them. So he was lazy. That's what I'm hearing. That's a good thing I had my pickaxe. Honestly, I figured all my tools would be useful. Actors wanted more to work with other than having cardboard characters. I don't even know. The writing was exceptionally lazy. God, it sounds like it based on what I'm hearing so far. Nope, knock the boat loose. Should be able to get through now. Yeah, you look on the map and you don't see a rock on the map. Lazy ass character. So you think you can make it through, and then you encounter the rock and you're like, well, I didn't smell what he was cooking, I guess. Ow. But we're through. But the wind is no longer at my back, so it's going to be even longer. Fuck me. On the plus side, there's no obvious bit of land, so we can be at the ocean for at least a little bit. Oh, honestly, before I really set out. I should maybe at least land and fix the boat. Sir, do you fucking mind? How the fuck did that startle you but miss the grayling? Get out of here. Get! I call shenanigans. And boop. And break. All because the producer, Jonathan Zacher, wanted to adapt the Sentai almost note for note. Wouldn't be such a bad thing if it turned out well. Just eating a strawberry in the middle of swimming, no big deal. Go. Okay. Samurai did okay being note for note. The name of the season's really damn dumb. It's called Power Rangers Mega Force, and season 2 was Super Mega Force. You're making me feel self-conscious about Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Followed by Super Galaxy Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Yeah, we're basically beelining there. I had a better straight edge than my hand. So, provide this isn't some sort of sea serpent, we should be good. That's a super mega win. Well, there's land there, and that immediately strikes me to be meadow. I'm not sure if that's going to be connected to where the boss is, however. Oh, I didn't break apart the forge. Well, I'm going to take my... Oh, fuck. Guess that can stay there. The hell would I need? Make a new forge. 6 copper. Don't think that's in there, but I have what I need to make copper. Just not the ore itself, so I'd have to find the ore. So how is this not ocean? What? Apparently this is meadow. Quite a watery meadow, if you ask me. Wind, please change direction so I can sail a little bit faster. There's a runestone there. I can use that as a landmark. So let's go investigate that real quickly. Haven't seen another biome. What? The hell is that? Also, this looks like it's a boar runestone. If I had to guess. Oh, that's just like a dilapidated building. Yep. The waypoint. Runestone 4. Four more nights of sleeping apart from my husband. Nice. Then you'll be back to sleeping in the same bed. Come on, get going, boat. Seems the wind's direction's changed enough that I can catch it a little bit. What the hell? And that's why, kids, you gotta keep your eyes peeled for rocks. The bed is only comfy for a day or two. And it starts getting too hard. My bed's having the opposite problem, and I hate it. Then again, it's an old spring mattress, I think. Not springs. Well, the springboard underneath, it's definitely a springboard. But the mattress is getting old and really too soft in the middle. I need a new mattress. It looks like I'll be getting my wish about this being in Black Forest. Now Charge was miles better than Mega Force, for one. Used more original footage and had an original villain, had a much better theme song, and the cast was fun to watch. So they recaptured the spirit of the original Power Rangers, is what I'm hearing. Which is good. Can't believe my single life lived on this thing. I could. When you're single, you take what you can get. So you can afford something nicer if you care enough to get something nicer. The runestone there, which would be a good waymark, but necessarily need that right now. Wind's at my back again, thankfully. The moon is kind enough to reveal some rocks in the water for me. Except that one! Son of a turkey. And its super season had a better title, Dino Supercharge. Original footage in that is that they had to excise quite a bit due to it being culturally insensitive. Ah. Oh, it was an 1100 bed. You had a topper to make it more cushy. Oh. I think I see. Ping. Okay, I can see the ping. That too, but I'll take original footage rather than dubbed Sentai footage. I feel like it depends on the Sentai footage. I'm sorry? I can type /die and kill myself. All the suit scenes in the first season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, quite a bit after, were just dubbed over. Right, I'm aware. Arguably some of the best parts, really. It's like that was where the action was. So would say 5-year-old me. You meant compared to Mega Force. Fair enough, and yes, this is going to be in the middle of the forest. Looks like I might have a natural harbor I can use to get in on. Or I can incorporate a lost tower into my base's build on a more easy to defend island. So that might also be next to the boss spawn. Gotta be careful of trolls as well. That is definitely next to the boss spawn. I don't want to build my base too close to that. Megaforce suits were cool. I believe that is it. That is not a rune stone. That is the boss stone. I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be it. That has a motherfucking, like, eternally lit bonfire next to it. What the hell? That's brute. Okay, get rid of these assholes. I just want to get over here and investigate. Don't lose where the carver is, at least. Judging by the shape of things, you burn world seeds to summon the Elder. Burn their young. Yep. So the Elder requires world seeds. Okay, well, we know where that is. And honestly, that tower is far enough away, I would feel comfortable setting the base up over there. Plus, that's close enough to the sea that you could make it, like, dock with that. Just gotta navigate backwards. Do-do-do. And then this way, I also don't have to navigate up a river. Yes, hello, you dumb bastard. I'll fuck with you jerk-offs in a minute. I am parking my boat. All right. Top picks are the Mega Force suits, while the bottom are the Super Mega Force suits. Gotcha. Oh, I was on a rock. Okay, I see. Should be sufficiently up on the shore. Make sure this is cleared out before we claim it as our own. For fuck's sakes, the hit detection, man. Gokaiger is a fun show. It sounds like it. Okay. Well, first and foremost, I have to fix that boat. Second, and not quite so foremost, oh, and there's a fucking burrow over there. Summarize my rant. Megaforce sucks. Watch any other Ranger show or the Sentai. Well, fair enough. One of your favorite Goseiger moments was in the big Kamen Rider X Super Sentai movie where they loan their card to Blade. Decade, and I don't know that other name. But really, it's mostly that I'm just busy fighting off skeletons at the moment. They are not happy I am trying to settle over here. Skeletons are people too. I don't believe these crows are happy that I'm here either. Yeah, leveling all this out's going to be a project. And I don't think I'm going to be able to really level all of it out, but I can at least work on it. Favorite seasons are Dino Thunder, Time Force, SPD, In Space, and Jungle Fury. That's definitely something to observe that Power Rangers has done well, Power Rangers, Super Sentai in general, has done a lot of, like, themes and everything, as far as where it goes, what it's about. Definitely seems like a very fascinating, like, television series. Not including what America has done with it, with its Power Ranger equivalent. Or redubbing, as it were. I think centered would be like about that, so we're probably ultimately going to have to build here. Definitely get the burrow in there. Highly recommend Seasons Dino with Thunder and Operation Overdrive. In Space is really funny because it's an adaptation of a VR video game themed season. I feel like they had one job. That's exactly what I was hoping for, that this would lock to that. Damn, seems like I'm gonna have to remove this rock. This video is about space cops. Think Men in Black, but they're public. Mystic Force has one notable issue. Oh? Why aren't you blocking onto that anymore? Because shit two's... It's because shit was too high. The theme song? I don't know if Jinra would list that as the core thing. Ow! Man, the Black Force is so dangerous, even the trees want to kill you. I'm gonna try to get the basics of this wall set up, a portal get ready to go. That way I can more easily travel back and forth between this and my home base. We are definitely cooking with fire now. Triply so, since this will be something of a... Fuck's sake. And I don't care for it to exceed that circle. Like, basically, we're going to make this, like, the crux of the defensive position. This tower. Then I can work around that, necessarily. Taking the fact of how quickly the entire plot comes to revolve around him. Red Ranger and Mystic Force, basically what it says on the tin. Magic. Please, it's Miramax. Hey, it sounds neat. Alright. Apparently my character does not have this, like, stamina for this nonsense. But also this, like, this landing, rather, doesn't have a lot to work with as far as, like, building up or out is concerned. Like, I'd build that more out and rounded, but at the moment, I'm mostly just concerned about having a wall, period, and then figuring out what I'm going to build within the wall later. I felt like a really tall pine tree, and it became really, really short all of a sudden. I now have a pine cone. Ow. Like I said, Black Forest, so dangerous even that... Oh, they have core wood. Okay, did not realize that the pine trees provided that. The hell out of my inventory. And then the main villain looks like Cthulhu. This already sounds wild. I feel like the log pole would be... Well, it's taller for one, so yeah, it is going to be sturdier than... Okay. Will you just fucking let me place that already? Not what I wanted to use to get rid of a log. Jungle Fury's gimmick is jungle animal theme and kung fu. I feel like the majority of Power Rangers and Super Sentai in general uses some form of martial arts, so calling that a gimmick feels slightly inaccurate. That's the right spot, but it's not the right angle for me. And we're not going to be really able to build that out until we can flatten this out a little bit more. Also, there is a log in that rock? How the fuck? Just bring stone, but that stone was mostly to set up, like, the basic smeltery stuff. I've now flattened more than enough out. Good, I can still get in there to feed it coal. Alright, so we've got this. Basic of basic outpost constructed. Level the ground out a little bit. It's going to need a lot of bit of leveling. Oh, Nelly, is it going to need a lot of bit of leveling? Oh, this is going to be a task and a half. We are going to need a gate at some point. Sufficient, but wanting. And I say that because, like, it's kind of hard to climb up that sheer rock wall. Disappointed at some of the seasons they aren't looking to adapting, like Tokuger. I don't even know what that is. Where the... Oh, right, that's in the boat. I'm like, where's my fine wood? It's in the boat, silly. Thankfully, there's a chest here, so we can drop off the other stuff, too. Should have enough weight to not worry about it, right? Oh, we, need that. Oh. Oh, yeah, this is gonna need a lot more work. Elder. There it goes. I'm like, how are you not connected? Other than the fact that I've got metal on me, which won't let me use it then. I now have fast travel. Drop off the metal here, since we have this handy-dandy chest. This will be my forward base, and now because I don't have metal on me, I can go through the ominous red portal. So Cougar even gave us our first Orange Ranger. Feels like they're missing out by not, like, adapting that. We're going to move that inside for now. I don't think this is actually a shelter. I'll have to give it a roof real quick. I can scrounge up some wood from the local bushes for that. Ew. Oh, the fucking water. Come on. And technically Rainbow Ranger, even though it was only for like 3 minutes. We're almost done. I'll let y'all go in a minute. Well, you're not here by force. You're here by choice, so, you know. Can't fix the stone. Not yet, anyway. But I can at least give it a roof. Provided that my placement is willing to cooperate, maybe. Maybe. Aha, maybe. It does not want to cooperate very well, does it? Also, I'm very easily missing shit that I need. Break some of the floor. It's fine. We didn't really need it anyway. Okay, maybe we did, because... Oh, what the fuck? Not where I want that at all. Oh boy, this is going to be a process, isn't it? I mean, honestly, I can just kind of... Technically, Battle Fever J had the first orange also. And I'm home! Yeah, after setting this up, I don't really need to worry about chopping down trees for a hot minute. I can just run through the portal. And voila, I'm here. So do with at least repairing these dilapidated floorboards and stuff. They're not really at risk of breaking. It'd be more the principle the matter. I would like you to cooperate. There. Okay, the inside of this building now constitutes a shelter. Yeah, worse, the wood bits I can fix. Oh, I absolutely could build a fire over this stone. Huh, neat. Fuck it, I may as well finish the floor up there as well then, huh? Or refinish it, rather. Whatever crafting station I'm missing, I hope I get it soon. Seeing all that red, like, makes me feel concerned, because it seems like stone can't be built very tall, necessarily. But no matter its height, it still provides green structural support to anything built on it, provided that's not too tall. That's, definitely has its pros and cons by the looks of it. Alright, I have the basics here. This will eventually have to be finished up, but it's base. It's a base and it's usable. But this is home. Ah. Alright. It is like 9:30. I've kept you guys, or rather, you guys have been very patient with me for this long. I feel like I should let y'all go. Though I guess the $1 trillion question. I'll have to look into that. Is, do I raid somebody? I mean, ultimately, the answer is maybe. Sure, Masay. Masay is going to have comfy vibes. And I could do with comfy vibes. She's playing Mario Kart 8. Expect many not swearing with her. Reminder, next time you guys should see me is on Thursday, where we will be doing more wild card shenanigans. See you later, Daybreak. With all this said, folks, thank you very much for sticking around to the very end of the stream, especially since this one went for nearly 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yikes. And also, thank you for your patience while I picked out the game. I feel like I've been playing too much Valheim. But we got a lot done. We found where the Elder is. All that said, please remember that you are always welcome here at Mona's Potion. And I will see you next time.